But at that moment, when the pandemic hit the world, my life collapsed. NV Global is the opportunity for you, for me, and for the whole world.
There are stories that are born on earth and bloom in the midst of hardship. Today, we meet a woman who embodies the strength of humble roots and the power of a clear purpose. This is the story of Katherine Diaz.
Hello everyone, my name is Katherine Diaz. I'm from Anzoátegui, Tolima, and I'm proudly Colombian. I'm 32 years old, a business administrator, and a single mother. Mother to a wonderful champion who makes me stronger every day of my life. I came to Bogota at 16 to study and work. I worked as a domestic employee in family homes. I also worked in cafes as a waitress. I sold things on the street as a street vendor, and that's how I was able to get through my studies. Thanks to my father, who taught me to work from a very young age, I fell in love with business, and I've always been a merchant. I've always been an entrepreneur. I've diversified into many businesses, including bakeries. I've owned stores. I've had lichigos, among other things. In 2015, I discovered the world of blockchain and cryptocurrencies through a friend. And I got involved in this world of digital economy, a world that had a huge impact on my life at a time when I was selling coffee on the street. Even though I was already a business administrator, I had to work like this out of love for my son and to meet his needs. I started a business in the crypto world. However, it didn't work out for me. Things didn't go very well, so I had to go back to traditional entrepreneurship. I started again with bakeries alongside the person who was my husband at the time and with my son. But at that moment, when the pandemic hit the world, my life collapsed.
But life was not easy. Katherine faced a deep depression when everything seemed meaningless.
I fell into a very deep depression. I was only living and breathing for my son. I fed my son because a mother's love has always kept me going. For him and because of him, thanks to God and the unwavering faith that defines me, I sought help and was able to cope, get through, and overcome that situation. My son and I prayed with an unbreakable faith, asking God for an opportunity, a new path, a new beginning, because the situations had already left us a bit exhausted and devastated. At that moment, my son and I read the Bible because we always look for answers there. And God gave us the Bible passage that says that for those who believe, all things work together for good.
However, he decided to get up, and as if in a dream, he saw a post on the internet. That was the door God showed him to let him know there was a new beginning.
And 3 days later, one of the plants I have at home, I'm a big believer in energies and the power of the universe. My plant had bloomed in a way you wouldn't believe, to the point that it bloomed 18 times in 2 months. With all my faith and serenity, I told my son, something is going to happen, something incredible is going to come into our lives. Around that time, I saw a post by Juan Manuel Jimenez on Facebook, and I decided to write to him. And when he told me about the project he was working on, I made the decision to become part of this company. I've been with NV Global for 50 days, and you can't even imagine all that I've been able to achieve. I've been able to move to a new home because I don't know how many of you know how hard it is to move from an ugly, uncomfortable, cold apartment to a decent one. For me, it's a source of pride to be able to tell you today that I live in a beautiful place with my son, and it's all thanks to the income from this company, from what we've achieved in 50 days. This company gave me back my confidence, and as for my son, it's beyond words. He is super happy, super excited, and he tells me, "Mom, we're gonna make it." And hearing those words from him and seeing him so happy and engaged with what we are doing at NV Global motivates me more every day. That's why I invite each of you to become part of this company, because it truly changes lives, it truly changes our mindset. My invitation is for you to make the same decision I did and make your dream come true. It is possible. It doesn't matter what you're going through right now. It doesn't matter what situations you're facing at this moment. What matters is that when the opportunity comes, you take it. NV Global is the opportunity for you, for me, and for the whole world. Thank you.
Katherine, thank you for your courage. Your story is a testament to the power of transformation, healing faith, and change that is born from within. Let's move forward together with purpose, with strength, with NV Global.